In early January 2026, the United States Air Force launched one of its largest airlift operations in recent years, rapidly moving military forces and advanced defensive systems into the Middle East. The operation appears designed to prepare for potential conflict as tensions between Washington and Tehran continue to escalate. Over a short period, the scale of airlift activity increased dramatically. Between January 18th and January 26th, at least 41 C-17 Globemaster III transport aircraft and one C-5M Super Galaxy flew into the region. By the end of January, the total number of flights exceeded 75. At one point, more than 20 C-17s and 2 C-5Ms arrived or were en route within a single 24-hour window, highlighting the intensity of the buildup. These aircraft departed from multiple locations, including the continental United States, the United Kingdom, and Germany. Ramstein Air Base in Germany played a key role as a transit hub, funneling aircraft toward destinations in the Persian Gulf. The volume and tempo of flights suggest a deliberate effort to position forces as quickly as possible. The primary cargo of this airlift consists of advanced air and missile defense systems. The Pentagon has moved additional Patriot missile batteries, including the latest PAC-3 variants, as well as THAAD systems into the region. Together, these systems form a layered defensive shield designed to counter a wide range of threats. THAAD, or Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, is capable of intercepting ballistic missiles at very high altitudes and can engage targets traveling at hypersonic speeds. Patriot systems, operating at lower altitudes and shorter ranges, are used to defend key bases and infrastructure against aircraft, cruise missiles, and short-range ballistic missiles. Combined, these systems significantly strengthen regional air defense coverage. Major receiving bases include Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, Ali Al Salem Air Base in Kuwait, and Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia. These installations already host U.S. and allied forces, and the arrival of additional missile defenses increases their ability to withstand potential missile attacks. This military buildup comes amid rising political and social instability inside Iran. U.S. intelligence assessments indicate that Iran's government is facing its most severe internal pressure since 1979 revolution. Economic conditions have deteriorated sharply, and widespread anti-regime protests continue across the country. Reports indicate that the Iranian government has responded with a heavy crackdown. Thousands of protesters have reportedly been killed and tens of thousands detained. President Trump has publicly warned that mass executions could trigger a direct military response from the United States, further raising tensions. The current airlift closely mirrors patterns seen during Operation Midnight Hammer in June 2025, when the United States conducted strikes against Iranian nuclear facilities. At that time, similar movements of airlift assets, air defenses, and naval forces preceded the operation. Analysts note that the resemblance may be intentional, serving both practical and signaling purposes. Beyond air defense systems, the buildup includes significant naval and air power. The aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln and 3 U.S. Navy destroyers arrived in the region in late January, adding sea-based strike and air defense capabilities. At the same time, 12 F-15 Strike Eagles were deployed to Jordan, while 6 F-35A Lightning II stealth fighters were tracked moving toward the Middle East via the Azores. Together, these deployments suggest a coordinated, multi-service posture aimed at deterrence and readiness. By positioning forces across air, land, and sea, the United States is signaling that it can respond quickly to a range of scenarios, from missile attacks to broader regional conflict. Reactions across the region have been mixed. Iranian military leadership has warned of a crushing response to any U.S. aggression, emphasizing that American bases and forces would be considered legitimate targets. Meanwhile, some U.S. partners are attempting to distance themselves from direct involvement. The United Arab Emirates has stated that it will not allow its territory or airspace to be used for offensive operations against Iran. This position could limit U.S. access to key facilities, such as Al Udeid Air Base, which has historically been critical for regional air operations. Despite these diplomatic complexities, the airlift continues, underscoring Washington's focus on protecting its forces and allies. By reinforcing air and missile defenses, the United States aims to reduce vulnerability to missile strikes while maintaining the ability to escalate if necessary. As of now, no official announcement has been made regarding imminent military action. However, the scale and speed of this deployment indicate that the United States is preparing for multiple contingencies. Whether this buildup remains a show of deterrence or becomes a prelude to conflict will depend on how tensions with Iran evolve in the coming weeks. For now, the skies over the Atlantic and Europe tell a clear story. An unprecedented flow of U.S. military aircraft is reshaping the balance of power in the Middle East, signaling that Washington is ready for whatever comes next.